Welcome to this week's podcast. My name's Tim Weigel. I'm the Grape and Hops IPM Specialist with the New York State IPM program and also with the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program. Today we're going to talk about late season or fall weed management. Really the first thing you want to do, this is an excellent time of year to come out and look and see how your weed management program worked this year. There's maybe some options of we can go in late season with a contact herbicide to clean up some of what's there, and also look at, do we need to put maybe a Solicam or an Allion down as a pre-emergence. Both those materials need a little more moisture to move them down into the rooting zone, so the fall is actually a great time for those applications. So looking at the row here, we can see that we have some hemp dogbane growing in there. We have a little bit of sumac, see some brambles going on, and we also have tulip tree growing in here. So what we'll want to do is go in. You can just go to different areas of your vineyard. This is a great place where you could jump on your four-wheeler and drive through, take a map of your vineyard with you, and jot down locations where the weed problems seem to be bad. We actually had to walk quite a while to find an area that had this type of weed problem. So most of the vineyard we don't have to worry about, but we're down in the northwest corner and it's kind of in a ditch. So for whatever reason, that seems to be the place where we're having weed problems. So we really are going to come in here and we can look at using one of the contact herbicides to come in, try and clean up the problem. One thing you want to do, especially if you're using something that's a systemic, that's going to be drawn in, we have not had a killing frost yet, and so we still have green leaves on the grapevines. So just keep in mind, if you're spraying one of the contacts like a Roundup, that if it hits the green leaf of the grape, this is a time where the plant is pulling in resources, taking the carbohydrates and running it down to the roots. So if you hit it with Roundup now, it's going to be taking that Roundup down and pulling it into the roots, and you'll have a rude surprise next spring when it starts growing and you see you have Roundup damage. So again, this is an excellent time to get out to, number one, look and see what your problems are. Number two, to then say, okay, here's my problem areas, how am I going to treat it? And number three, wait for a killing frost. A lot of times we'll get a killing frost and it'll take the leaves off the grapevines, but your perennial plants will still have green there. Remember that you want to have temperatures of 50 degrees or more. The plants that you're going after need to be actively growing, so daytime temperatures of 50 degrees or more for the materials to work. If you have any questions about fall weed management options, give me a call here at the lab. And if you have any questions, comments, if you have suggestions for future podcasts, please leave it in the comment section below.